Alright, you guys all ready to die? Alright. Well, how many of you have been to this panel before in previous years? Oh, well, I'm sorry to say you won't be next year. Thank you. Alright, everybody. For those of you familiar with our panel, basically, Zapp Brannigan in previous years has been looking for new red shirts, such as myself, to sacrifice for the good of his crew. Maybe if you were good enough, you might survive, but we haven't even had a single survivee yet, if I'm correct. Well, this year, Zapp has gotten tired of your tendency to die in horrible, useless ways, and so he has decided to declare war on Sakura-con. Yes, that's you guys. Zapp is so sick of your uselessness that he wanted to just instantly wipe all of you out. However, the Democratic Order of Planets, also known as DUPE, has said that you guys at least deserve a somewhat of a fighting chance. So that's why you're here today. Zapp just can't let all of you live, though. He's got to kill something. He came all the way out here. So, we will be dividing all of you into two groups. The left side of the room and the right side of the room. Well, guys, settle down. We all know right is winning. Okay. We'll be determining which side gets to live and which side gets to die based on a Harry Potter-style point system. Zapp will be awarding and deducting points as he pleases. So if you guys are funny, you might win points. If you're not funny, you could cause an entire half of a room of people to all die. Yay! Now, on to the actual meat of what the panel will be. When we tell you to, do not do it yet. You will be raising your hands, and if you are chosen by one of our many, many lovely mic wenches, you will get to come up and have an interview with the great and powerful Zapp Brannigan. He will be, thank you. This is a mock job interview. Zapp will be asking you questions, and you will be expected to answer to the best of your ability. If you are in a cosplay, we ask that you please try to be in character as much as possible, just because that is way more funny and humorous. The actual interview will be partially to convince Zapp that your side of the room is good, because if you're funny during your interview, then hey, you guys win points. If you, you're also being interviewed for the idea that if you do survive, if your side of the room wins, then you will need to be the ones to rebuild civilization, and Zapp will be awarding you positions in your new civilization. Also, there will be prizes involved. The top 2 contestants will receive special prizes that personally belong to Zapp. So, just to add a little more competition. Speaking of our mic wenches, we have 2 set up on opposite sides of the room. On the left side of the room, we have Moxie over there. And on the right side of the room, we have Reimu over there. Now, you might notice that these 2 mic wenches are standing next to a box and a jar. These are their tip and donation boxes. If you are on your side of the room and you think of a good strategy, a clever quip, anything at all, a clever insult for the opposite side of the room, come over to the jar or box and they will have pen and paper to write it down. We're not actually looking for money or anything. Don't actually donate. It's just funny things. Please come up one at a time. Do not form a line because it will get pretty cluttered. If you see nobody's up there, go on up. If you see somebody's up there and you have something funny, just wait until it's clear. This is a PG-13 panel. Basically, don't say anything here that you couldn't get away with on Futurama. Surprise, surprise. I know, surprise. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you will want to come, or later on in the show, we will be asking for groups of 3 people. So, you and a couple friends might want to start grouping up, or get real friendly with the strangers next to you. And last but not least, before we begin, I would like to ask all of you guys, if you do come up here, to please respect the mics and audio equipment. These mics are very expensive and pretty fragile. Be careful with them. Just don't roughhouse them. If ever we get any audio feedback from any of the speakers or anything, I apologize for it. We have a very highly skilled team of audio guys working on it. It will get fixed soon. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, and now, before I hand the mic off to Zapp, we will have a short rule reading by Mario.
First rule, there are no rules. Second rule, no whining. Third rule, the first rule is a lie. Fourth rule, this panel is rated PG-13. Keep the language clean-ish. No harsh swears, and use as many double or triple entendres as you want, but make sure to keep them entendres. If you're unsure on what you say is okay, ask yourself, would they get away with saying this on Futurama? Fifth rule, this is an in-character panel. Some characters aren't particularly nice, so if something is said or done that offends you, just remember it was done in jest, and there is no malicious intent behind it. Zapp Brannigan is a pervert, his eyes will wander, and he'll be flirting non-stop. So girls, control your boyfriends. Lastly, get rid of your inhibitions and have fun.
This is normally where I would make a speech, try to impress you, and make you want to be one of my red shirts. You all suck. Roll the video.
Hey, Helen, I can get something to eat. You want anything? Helen? Okay. Oh, great. Check the mail.